This is Estee Lauder on the monthly chart, and we can see price came into a monthly buyer's level at 193 and bounced higher, hitting resistance, which was support at the 280 level. But that's old news, as price in recent months has breached and closed below the monthly buyer's level. And for the month of August, price continues to decline. Price is sitting at 151. Question is, why is price continuing to go down, and how much further will price go down? Before we continue with the analysis, let's look at this article. It's coming from investing.com. Estee Lauder 2024 sales profit forecast missed estimates. So the company announced their earnings last week, delivered annual profit and net sales forecasts that were under market expectations, in a sign that the beauty giant is facing a slower than expected recovery in travel retail business in China. Now, Estee Lauder gets about a third of its business from China. China has never really recovered yet from the pandemic, and however, things may change. The weakness in China over the last couple of months, many on Wall Street think that they're going to add stimulus to try to boost their economy. Adjusted earnings per share were also projected to come in at 350 to 375 during the period. Analysts had called for a forecast of $4.83. Despite rolling out price cuts to entice more customers in the duty-free island of Hainan, the New York-based group's returns in China have been hit by a sluggish post-pandemic rebound in the country. Shoppers in the world's second largest economy has become more selective in their spending on beauty products, particularly as youth unemployment touches record levels. Inventory in China have been more difficult to clear out as a result. Compounding issue has been intensifying competition in the U.S. from smaller brands, which has eaten away at Estee Lauder's shares of its home market. In a statement, the firm said it aims to return to net sales growth in its 2024 fiscal year, progressively rebuild margins over the next several years. But it warned of headwinds to China's economy, as well as potential impact from high inflation, a strong U.S. dollar, and recession concerns across the world. All right, with that said, let's continue with the analysis. This wick here, pandemic lows at 140. You also have some buying pressure at 120. So this becomes the area where, on the big chart, I would anticipate buyers to step in. So that's not until another $15 lower. So let's go to the weekly chart. And we can see on the way down, as price did breach and close below this monthly buyer's level, it's leaving levels of interest. You have a sell level right here, drop in price, basing candle and a drop. You have another sell level. Let's put this in red to indicate weekly sellers. So you have a drop, basing candle, another drop in price, so a leg in, basing candle, leg out. So when you see levels on levels, it makes it much more difficult for price to get through. I like to think of it as, if this was football, this is your offensive line, this is your quarterback. The offensive line is going to protect the quarterback. So if buyers were to come in, they would have to deal with the sellers at the 170 level. And if price continue to move up, well, there's less buyers, meaning the sellers are going to overtake the buyers, and that's going to drop price. So it would be something like that type of price action. All right, so I just want to look at. All right, so this was that big wick on the monthly chart, which comes out to several wicks on the weekly chart. A lot of trading during this period here in the sideways price action area. However, this was on extremely strong volume, and that made sense why price came down during the pandemic lows, hit that volume candle, and then shot back up. So the question is, can this level act as support again and turn price around? That's to be determined. Let's go to the daily chart and look at that level. Here we go. So that volume that we saw on the weekly chart, this was earnings. And price came into that level but did not close. So we're going to let's put that in green. So looking for price to continue to decline. Question is, will price close the gap before pulling back? Nevertheless, I think there's more downside risk. One can potentially short it with a target at 140, which is about $11 lower. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.